Welcome to another episode of Field Phone Ops. Today we're going to look at some of the problems you can have with the SB22 switchboard line packs and the quick and easy way to repair them. So sit back and I hope you learned something. Okay, now we're going to look at repairing some of the most common problems that you're having with a line pack on SB22, and these are sort of irritating problems, but they're pretty easy fixes I'm going to show you. The first one is when the eye sticks and you can't get it to clear. Rather annoying. You can't. The line pack still works. You just can't indicate an incoming call. And the other one is, this really bugs me, is when the retracting spring starts getting weak and it won't pull the cord in all the way. So you're having to hand feed the cord in, and sometimes it doesn't go at all. So we're going to go over the quick fixes for these things, and it's pretty easy. And here we go. First, we'll look at the eye in the system there. Okay, this is basically how it looks, and this is all the components. The little circle here indicates all these contacts there, and basically there's a little press contact right here that when you press on it, it drops makes the eye go from white back to black. And one of the problems you have with this, you can see it on this one a little bit, is the distance between here and here and here is not the same, which means it sort of tilts toward this side a little bit, which throws all the clearances off and it doesn't reach. This side's a little bit more detailed. I got a cord pushed in. You can see this one is not working. You see the eye is still white. I have the cord pushed in, and the cord pushes all these contacts down here and pushes down to this little bar right here. And this bar right here, this thicker one's got a cutout in it, so this little thin one right here pushes on that. But the problem that I'm having is it's not. So what you have to end up doing is going through and adjusting this contact, and this contact a little bit each time to get it to where it lines up. Now the easiest thing to do is I take the cover off the eye piece right here, so you can flip it with your thumb to set it and then trip it to see if it trips. And basically I went back and forth. Like I said, this is a little bit better picture. Here's the little piece right here, and the eye's not tripped. And basically I went through and I actually adjusted this contact right here, which pushes on this contact. Then I adjusted this contact a little bit that pushes on this contact, which hits the little tripper right there, the little button that trips. Now you want to do it really slow. Take your time, a little bit at each time until you get it. And like I said, by having this cap off, it allows you to flip this from black to the eye showing, and you can plug a cord in to see if it clears it. And I went back and forth, took 3 or 4 times, and I got it fixed. The next one is, this is really irritating, is when the cord won't retract. I've done several of these. I wish I would have done a video actually when I did it, but I didn't think about it till I was fixing that last problem I just showed. But basically what you have to do is, there's a spring, there's a big spring inside here, and basically I think it gets weak or it breaks. And most of the time it just gets weak. So what you need to do to fix this is pull the cord all the way out. It should stay up because it's not retracting. Then you're going to want to remove these 4 screws right here. And it allows you to take and slide the cord out and take it all the way out. It goes through this slot, pull it all the way up so it's out of your way. Then the next thing is, you're going to take this and wiggle it back and forth. And you're going to basically turn it clockwise to tighten it up. And you should be able to tell if it's tightening. I actually had one that I started doing this with and it didn't tighten, and I ended up taking the whole darn thing apart and the springs broke, so I'm basically out of luck on that unless I can figure out how to fix it. But that's pretty much it. You rotate that around right here, clockwise direction, and you can tell by the tension on it where you're getting to the point where you think it's going to be tight enough. Then the next thing you're going to do, this is very important, is get yourself a hemostat. I have several of these for fixing stuff, and clamp it on right here, because what happens is as soon as you let go of this, it unwinds. So I did that a couple times, cussed myself, went and got a hemostat, doesn't let it unwind. Then you're going to have the cord pulled all the way out. You're going to want to thread the cord back through, connect these screws back where they go. I actually went through and labeled the colors so I got everything in the right place. And then once that's done, hold this in place with one hand, release the hemostat, and then slowly let the cord retract in. And once it's all the way in, I actually pulled it in and out a couple times to make sure it worked. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. We'll go ahead and I'll put this one back in the switchboard and we'll show how it works. So stand by. Okay, the one that I fixed was the PTI 49 one right here. We'll go ahead and I'll demonstrate the retracting. And next thing we'll do, I'm going to reach this. I'm going to demonstrate how the eye will drop. There it goes. It drops. So we'll go ahead and clear it. And it'll stay cleared. And there we go. You can see there's a little bit of a white chunk. I'm wondering if I'm going to have to adjust this one again, but that's it. Pretty simple, quick fix. Makes everything work. Thanks for watching.